All right. What's your guys' names?
Dante.
Okay. Christian and Dante. Okay, you can watch me instead of the camera. But all right, so I might use this on my website. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. All right. So I told you I'd ask you questions about morality and like life and death type stuff. Okay. So answer me this. Do you guys? So I'm gonna ask you some questions. You tell me if these things are good things, bad things, or neutral things. Okay. Rape. Bad. Okay. Why is rape bad?
It's pretty much forcing somebody to do something they don't want to.
Okay, and make sure you speak up just so the camera can hear. Okay, so force. Okay, stealing. Bad. Okay. Giving candy or food to hungry orphans.
Good.
Okay. Sex outside of marriage.
Neutral.
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 Neutral. Okay. Why? I mean, why is it neutral?
Some people believe, like,
speak up.
In the Christian religion,
Okay.
they teach that fornication is wrong.
Okay.
But a lot of people, they don't see anything wrong.
Okay. You?
Agree with the same.
Okay. All right. Homosexual sex.
Bad.
Bad.
I'd say neutral.
Okay. Why do you think it's bad?
That's not right, you know?
Okay.
For some of us, yeah, you know, like it's all right, but for some of us, it's like, you know?
So, whose standard, I mean, who gets to say, right? You're saying it's not right.
I know it's both 50-50, I mean, there's different views in them.
So is it really wrong, or is it just your opinion that's wrong?
My opinion.
Okay. All right. All right, and you?
I'd say around neutral because, I mean, they're not really doing anything to harm anyone.
Okay. So that would be the logic behind it being proper, or like they're not hurting anybody. Okay. How about incest? Sex with the relative.
Bad.
Bad.
I think it's kind of bad.
Okay, but they're not doing anything. That's what they want to do. They're not doing anything to harm anybody.
Well, if they feel it's right, I guess it's up to them.
Okay.
It's their side.
Okay. But you says bad?
Yeah.
Why is it bad?
My cousin did that too, one of my cousins.
Okay.
And everyone just like banned them.
Okay, but what's bad about it?
What's bad about it? Well, mostly everyone they just get that idea now. They'll go, oh, what the heck? They liked each other. You know, they're a family.
So, I mean, and I agree. I'm against incest, but I'm trying. What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with
So what? They're family.
Well, I mean, there is a risk of the kids coming out.
Okay, there's birth control and abortion's legal in the United States. Right. And I don't agree with abortion either, but I'm just saying.
Well, for me, I would.
Okay, for you. So just for you. So if somebody thinks it's a good thing, then it's a good thing for them.
I guess it's good for them.
Okay, you guys are poster boys for moral relativism. Okay. How about bestiality? Sex with an animal.
I think
it's a funny topic to me. Well, I heard about it, but like, you know, like I never really had to talk about it.
Is it good or bad or neutral?
I say bad.
I'd say bad.
For you, but not necessarily for everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Farmer John thinks it's okay, then it's okay. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the animal doesn't really know what's going on.
Okay. Rape. Let's go back to rape. Why is rape wrong?
Well,
again.
Because, I mean, it's unconsented sex. It's
okay.
Forcing somebody to do something that they're not.
What's wrong with forcing somebody to do something bad?
Well, I mean, it inflicts
pressure. Pressure, like they're getting pushed into doing it.
But how is that actually wrong? Pressure and harming somebody? How can you guys say it's actually wrong?
Well, I mean, relatively speaking, from my point of view, I don't like it.
Okay, so then that, and again, I agree, rape is totally wrong. But relatively speaking, what weight does your opinion hold on the? I mean, it's just your. What if somebody's stronger than you? What if I believe what they teach in the science class over there? It's just survival of the fittest out here. We're just glorified monkeys.
I agree.
You agree? Okay, so then who's to say we don't get mad when monkeys rape monkeys?
I'm sure they feel bad.
I don't know.
Nah, I don't really.
I mean, do you see kind of the problem? Like, you guys have no solid ground for your moralism. I mean, you see that? Okay. How about this as an explanation? God gave us right and wrong. God created the universe. God, in accordance with His good nature, has laid out laws for us on our conscience and in His written word that lying's wrong, stealing's wrong, rape is wrong. Stuff like that. I wish my phone wouldn't go off right now. That these things are wrong, and ultimately God said so. That's the biggest kicker right there. God said so. And if God doesn't exist, then guess what? The strongest is right, I guess, or whoever gets to make the rules, you know. But then we can't say that, hey, 200 years ago slavery wasn't actually wrong. It was just opinion that it was right, you know.
And so they felt that's how the majority of the white people defined their freedom, is that they could own slaves.
Yeah, and they were wrong, right?
Well, to our standards here,
yeah, I'd say they're actually wrong. I'd say they're committing a sin against God, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, does that make sense? I mean, God is the rule giver. God is the one that we ultimately have to answer to, and if He says something's wrong, then it doesn't matter what you or I say. All that matters is what He says.
The argument could be made that, you know, society tends to believe.
Yeah, but then slavery was right when society said it was right. And if society, if society changes tomorrow and says hating Mexicans is right, society's wrong. Are you right?
People have different points of views. I mean, I don't believe it's right. Some people might.
But they would be wrong, right?
I don't know.
That's scary. So I mean, you can't say anything's right or wrong.
I don't think so, because it is, like you said, it's kind of like
different views too out there.
I mean,
there's a lot of wrong views out there.
There's a lot of wrong stuff that goes
according to you. I'm saying there's wrong views, period. You're saying all you can say is according to me there's wrong views. Let me ask you, does God exist?
I believe there is. There is. I mean, from knowing from my parents what they told me, yeah, you know,
Okay.
like being, like getting to, when you go to church and stuff, you know, you have to be like holy and stuff like that, like, confess and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I mean, but what if that doesn't work at all? You know?
Well, I mean, God either does or doesn't exist, right? Right?
ultimately.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say it's kind of like gravity. Gravity either exists or it doesn't. If I don't believe in gravity anymore, I don't start to fly, right? You see what I'm saying?
Magically float.
So if I believe in God and He doesn't exist, then I'm just believing in something that doesn't exist. If I believe in God and He does exist, I mean, no matter what I believe can't change the fact that He exists. Okay? So let's say this. The Bible says He exists. I believe He exists.